What's good, y'all? Listen, look, I'm mad I even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not egregious?
Get your fucking pro-black.
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl ZZ back with another video. Happy Black History Month. We're going to be going over 3 different videos. They really don't have anything to do with each other. If I'm just being honest, the only thing these videos have in common is that they're all 3 pertaining to Black men. All 3 of them are Black men speaking, 2 of which are FBA, and they're all entertainers. That's pretty much the only thing these men have in common. But because of that, I said, you know what? Let's just throw them all in one video and react to all 3, because I feel like if I reacted to each one in a separate video, it would be too short anyways. But again, you know, they young Black entertainers. That's good enough. Let's get into it. Okay. So the first one we have up is our good brother 21 Savage. What our brother is talking about right now is his opinion on rich parents and broke parents. Okay, and I'm gonna let him kind of speak on it because it doesn't take long to clip, but I thought it was interesting. So let's get into it.
Which is like
time doesn't cost anything though.
Right. But it was like other little things. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, but now like with my kids, I be feeling like I don't be doing all the way my job because of my job.
Right.
Type. So I be trying to like balance that out, like trying to like, it's like you work to receive, to gain all this success and all the good shit. It's like, I feel like the best parents, in my opinion, is parents that don't got it all. I feel like broke parents are better than rich parents, in my opinion, because when you broke, you got way more time type shit.
Right.
So you there for like a lot of, like, yeah, gifts matter, but they don't matter at the same time.
Sometimes all the kid needs is time.
Facts.
Your time.
Facts. Which is like,
so yeah, he was on Club Shay. All right, but excuse me, my nose is running and stuff too. I'm sorry if I'm, you know, sniffing and stuff throughout the video. So sorry. I feel like I sound a little like my nose and stuff up a little bit. I didn't notice till I started talking, but sorry in advance. So yeah, shout out to the brother. I do like what he said. I agree to an extent, okay? Because I do think what he means shouldn't really be applied to necessarily broke parents, because there are a lot of neglectful, broke ass parents. I'm just saying, it's a lot of people out here with children with not a lot of money, plenty of time, but don't spend time with that time with their children. And then on top of that, even saying plenty of time feels a little weird, because I'm gonna be real. I mean, I didn't grow up broke, but I didn't grow up rich. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is my parents worked a lot. Like, my parents worked a lot. So my mother in particular, she worked a lot. Okay, my stepfather in particular, he worked on like a railroad or something like that. And he would be gone for like sometimes up to like 2-3 weeks, you know, before he came back. So yeah, you know, parents work a lot. You know what I'm saying? And even your parents didn't do something along the lines of that, you know, where they had to be gone for an extensive amount of time, or they worked a lot. Even just growing up in an average Black household, your parents still work a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, your parents, it's a lot of, and even if it's not necessarily work, there's other things they got to put their energy into. Although I can't understand where it's coming from with rich parents, you know what I'm saying? Trying to supplement time and love, and, you know, really building a connection with their children with gifts and material things because they can afford it. And that's true. I can't really dispute that. I think that is true to a degree. Those same parents also have the luxuries of being able to take out 2 weeks and take their children to Disney World for 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying, for their family vacation. Or they can, you know what I'm saying, it's like they have the luxury of being able to make certain accommodations for their children that people without money can't do. You know, it's like this, your father, he has to go to work every week. He has to be at work every week. He cannot get time off. The time he has off has to be used for the time, the intentional time that he needs off for holidays, for this, for that, for whatever the case may be, just in case he gets hurt, just in case he gets whatever. He doesn't have the luxury of just taking off next weekend because you got a football game. You know, like, no, baby, I need that check. You know, we got bills due. I need those hours on my check. Same thing for the mother. You know what I'm saying? So broke parents or parents with less money don't have those sorts of luxuries. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they can go home and they can spend time with their children, and you know, they might just work from 9 to 5, and after those hours they can actively spend time with those children and things like that, and things of that nature. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that a lot of their time and energy does go into just trying to maintain. I don't know, just making a blanket statement. I can't, you know, I can't fully agree with that. Just saying broke parents are better than rich parents. I don't know if I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't experienced rich parents. Okay, I don't got no friends with no rich parents either. To tell me their experience, you know. But I will say, just looking at from personal experience and just looking at from things from afar, certain celebrities, certain people, successful people, a lot of the people I know, that I'm inspired by, built them. It came from the bottom, basically. You know, they didn't have the best upbringings. You know, they may have grew up in poverty. They may have grew up with some sort of abuse or neglect or whatever the case may be happening. And so then they'll, you know, later on in life, they kind of come out of check. So moving on to the next one, we have Desi Banks. Desi Banks was on Club Shay Shay as well. All these stories on Club Shay Shay. But Desi Banks was on Club Shay Shay, and he's up here talking about whether he would do a role in the Tyler Perry film. So y'all already know I was intrigued. So let's just get into it. Let's see what he had to say. Okay.
Would you ever do a Tyler Perry movie?
Man, I auditioned for Tyler Perry.
Did you?
A few times.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if it's the right role, yeah. I mean, I ain't against working with Tyler.
Right.
I think Tyler dope. He's a legend.
Is there a role that you wouldn't play?
That I wouldn't play? Yeah. I wouldn't play, like, I don't want to do nothing outside of what makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want to do
In other
nothing.
words, you don't want to dress up.
What you mean?
Put a dress on, put a wig on.
I mean, look, bro. I like,
if necessary.
Just put it.
Because you do. I
can grow my character. I did short films,
right.
But I did that. I did that because my grandmama loved it.
Right.
Like, she loved that character. Recipe, my grandmama. Like, I did that for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just fun. Hell no, I ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? And that character is based off her. You know what I'm saying? So all that, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? But now you ain't finna come to my dressing room and I supposed to be playing this role and you say, hey, can you put this on? No, I'm not doing that. Hey.
Okay. So that was the good brother Desi Banks. Shout out to him. And I respect his response. I will say, when Shay Shay said you ain't trying to dress up, you should have been like, hell no, I'm not trying to dress up. I wish you would have stood 10 toes. I like when brothers stand 10 toes and stuff like that, especially in the entertainment industry. You know, it just shows their damn, what's that word I'm looking for? Ooh, I forgot. What's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. My dad says it sometimes. So, but you know, it just shows a level of strength and masculinity that I like. It's like, you know, about it. It's like, why would you even think to try? Why would you ask me something like that? Like, do I even look like the type of nigga to do it? I like that energy. Let me just say that. Okay, it's just attractive. Anyways, I respect the brother's response because he did say, one, he did give his respects to Tyler Perry. You know, he did say, you know, he auditioned for him before. He respects what he does. He's a legend, this, that, and the other. And he even went into detail about how he's already done that. He's already dressed up technically, you know, but it was in inspiration for his grandmother, and his grandmother really enjoyed it. And, you know, so if he was able to do that on film, he would probably take that opportunity, you know. And I like that he clarified and said, although I would take that opportunity, baby, hey, look, you ain't about to just try me. Okay, well, I'm gonna do that, but it's gonna be because that's the intention, not because, you know, I'm doing something and then you trying to do something else to, you know, do something with some sort of malintent. So I like that. I do like that he was able to at least clarify, because some brothers, sadly, some of these younger brothers, especially out here, they don't give a damn. Okay, they will literally do anything for a check or for some clout, even, which is sad but real. Okay, so I do respect that he even answered the question straightforward, and he was honest about it. You know, so if we do see him dressed up as his grandmother, it's not like, oh, they didn't got his ass. It's like, you know, well, he did say he would do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if they did get him, technically he already said they got him. So I don't know why we. However, although I do like I do understand. Let me say, I understand why he says he would still do his grandmother character because, you know, like an ode to her and she liked it and it was based off her. I understand that. I'm not in agreement with Black men doing that. I'm not in agreement with Black men representing themselves in that way, or moreover, even representing Black women in that way, you know, because the best person to represent a Black woman is a Black woman, not a Black man, you know. So, I would have my hope is, you know, hopefully he evolves, you know, he does some further thinking, some further reflection. And before he gets that opportunity to do that on screen, he changes his mind and maybe allows a woman to do it for him. Maybe a close family member, maybe even somebody related to him that he knows, somebody that just kind of captivates or can captivate the energy he's trying to give off. That is his grandmother, you know. So I would hope later on the line, at least, but again, before he gets that opportunity, because I wouldn't like to see him in that light. But hopefully he does change his mind, you know, and genuinely think about it and understand, like, yeah, you I don't know. I know he has a child. I don't know if he has sons, but he may have sons. You know, I know he got for sure some young Black men looking up to him. And that's just not a good look. Even if it is for a tribute for your grandmother, and even if you do get the opportunity to do it without it seeming like there's no malintent, you know, these people. He's in Hollywood now. You know, he's still working his way through Hollywood, beginning stages of Hollywood. These people are very wicked in Hollywood. Okay. And so they will use these things against you. And so the fact that he said that publicly, I don't know if he said that to other people before, if that was something well known. But they will use that, you know, oh yeah, we want you to do this character. We know that you want to do this for your grandmother, and that you're we just want to put her character in this scene, or have her do this, or we want to give you this show, or we want to give you this movie. And now, yes, although it started off as you just wanted to do something for your ancestor, now it's coming off like you're getting buck broken. You know, now it's coming off. Now you're doing other things that don't really align with your morals and values within the film, or within the skit or within the, you know, it's just, there's an easy way. The devil is in the details, you know, very easy way for them to slide things in that you didn't realize you were going to be participating in, just because you agreed to something else that they had that was in alignment with their agenda. So to you, it's just you doing something for your grandmother, but to them, it's, this is another Negro we can get up on the screen and buck break. Now, that's not your intention. You don't want to go up there and be the representation of buck breaking Black men. No, you just wanted to, you know, do something good for your grandmother. But to them, they're going to use that and twist it. And so, with that being said, I'm just saying, brother, be careful. Okay, be careful. Watch your back. Watch the intentions of those around you. And seriously think about if you really want to be remembered as a man on screen looking like a woman. Is that something that you want your great grandchildren to be able to pull up and say, yeah, this is my grandfather, and this dress and makeup on, this is my grandfather right here? Is that something that you would want to put as a part of your legacy? I don't know. If you don't mind it, then they to each their own. But I believe a God deserves better than that. A God's legacy is better than that. But let's move on. Last but not least, we have our good brother Vince Staples. Okay, now this is our last video for today, or for this video. And our good brother Vince Staples is FBA. He's from California, if I'm not mistaken, Inglewood. If I'm not mistaken, let me not say the specific area. I don't know, but California for sure. Okay, he's a rapper. He's recently came out with a show on Netflix called The Vince Staples Show. I've only watched the first episode. I did enjoy the first episode. It kind of gave me like an Atlanta feel. I don't want to say that because we shouldn't have to compare our Black show. Shout out to Dante Kyle, I think on TikTok. He made a great video talking about that, how we, you know, there's a lack of shows, and that's why we compare all of our Black shows. It's egregious. Nonetheless, great show so far. Okay, I'm enjoying the show so far. I'll probably watch the rest, and maybe I'll do a little review on it. But Vince Staples is on The Breakfast Club, and he's talking about his love for hip hop and how it was never like a brown sugar moment for him, as far as falling in love with hip hop. Let's see what he had to say.
Have you really never fell in love with hip hop? What I meant by that was, like, what's that moment? Like, when do you fall in love with your mama?
You feel me? When you fall in love with your father, like people be, I wasn't trying to be fucked up, but when people not black, they got different experiences. Nigga, when do you discover hip hop if you were born in 1993 in the ghetto? When do you walk into a place and they're like, hey, nigga, this is hip hop. That shit don't fucking, like, what the fuck do we be talking about, my nigga? Like, that's the ask me when I fell in love with like charcuterie or like some stupid white people shit. Like, hip hop is a part of, I'm black. It's just there. It's always been there. Like, I don't know. Like, that's crazy to think about, bro. It's like asking niggas when they met Jesus. Like, nigga, what? I'm black. Did we just do it?
Hello. Shout out to the brother again. I said he is FBA. I completely understand what he is saying. You know, it's crazy because Brown Sugar is one of my favorite movies. Love that film. I gotta go back and watch. I haven't watched it in a long time. With him saying that though, it kind of made me want to go back and watch it. Like, was it some non-FBAs or some non-black people that wrote that fucking movie and just put some black faces in it, some FBA faces in it? Because now that you say it, the concept of falling in love with hip hop, it's ridiculous for a Black American because, like he said, it's something we're born into. It's not something that we're, you know, like I don't remember the first hip hop song. Like I literally couldn't tell you the first rap song I've ever. I can't tell you that. It could be a number of songs, so many hip hop songs I listened to when I was younger because we were born into it. I woke up in the morning listening to my father playing Scarface or Tupac. These are things that you hear. You hear, like you live it. You know what I'm saying? I remember riding in the car, listening to music. Now I can tell you what it is, but then I didn't know what it was. It's just some old shit my dad liked to listen to. Some old. I'm not realizing we listening to Rakim or you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not realizing like these are staples in hip hop, or these are things that are these are big people, or hip hop is such a staple in our culture, like in how people view us. As a child, you don't realize that. You just think this is how life is. This is the music we listen to. I didn't know the difference between R&B and even things like that. This is like Keisha Cole, Fantasia, Alicia Keys, Beyond. These are just things my mother played. Janet Jackson. These are just things I heard. These were regular. This is regular music. This was regular. The only time I heard something different was if I turned to a radio station that played white music. Then okay, this is the white people radio station. Or if I went to the channel, the music video channel, then when they played white songs, okay, well, this is the white videos. Okay. This is the white people music videos. But other than that, it was like this is black, this is life. This is what it is. So no, I can't tell you when I fell in love with hip hop. It's like, damn, when you think about it, it sounds ridiculous. First time I said, nigga, I can't remember, unless that was like something like you got caught, you was in trouble. I can't tell you the first time I said nigga. I can't tell you the first time I heard the word nigga. Certain things like that, it's like you start to realize why other people don't fit in. You know, because certain people start to ask, like you hear mixed people or even people who are half non-FBA. You know, they might have mixed cultures, you know, even though both of their parents are black. And you hear some of them like, oh, I'm not black enough for this, I'm too white for this, I'm too African for this, I'm not Black American enough. It's like they have a struggle, but it's like I see why, because you don't grow up, because you cannot grow up completely indulged in our experience like an average Black American with two parents, because both of your parents are not in a household, are not creating a household where it's a natural space, where this is just how they grew up. It's just natural to them. It's not them trying to intentionally install, you know, not to say that we don't do that, but it's not them intentionally like you need to know collard greens are part of our culture. Grits are part of our culture. You know, it's not like it's like this is just regular food. But with a non-Black parent or mixed parent, or, you know, somebody like that, a parent who's not, even if it is a Black American who has self-hatred, who thinks we ain't got no culture, we some lazy Negroes, and he done went to the Dominican Republic and got him a little Dominican joint and brought her back, and now he got a Spanish-speaking woman in the house raising this confused-ass little El Nino Negro, okay? You know, even in that sort of household, you know, those sort of children are going to have a hard time connecting, because you're not just indulged. You don't just wake up And you know, on a Sunday morning, and the music is blasting, and you smelling cleaning products, and your mother then open the door and said, "Wake up, baby! You know it's time to get the hell up and clean." You know, it's just certain things within the code. You know, I don't know when the first time I experienced that, but I know that was a regular thing. So it's just when he said it, it really was just like a duh. Like, why would that be controversial? You know, I don't know when he said that. I guess he went viral for it. That's why they brought it up. But it's like, why would that be? Why would that even be a question? You know, because this is life. You know, hip hop is us. It's a part of our blackness. You know, at least to a degree. It doesn't captivate all of our blackness. Of course not. We are a lot more than just hip hop. But hip hop damn sure got a lot to do with it. You know, it's like it definitely reflects a lot of our experience as Black people. You know. And so again, just shout out to the brother. I really like the way he articulated himself. And I'm gonna check out the rest of his show, you know, for sure. And y'all check it out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Appreciate y'all. Yes, Rose rocking with the realest. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that, baby. Other than that, that's all I got. Bye, y'all.
We do not play by our green. You fuck with the team. Might find your West in the creek. We crossing our T's. We don't never miss it.